My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train 2, where it's drafty in here. Dominion's eyes see all, but we have to not let that overwhelm us. Mutators, drafts can have cards from any clan. Oh boy. Empty pockets. No longer gain card packs from non-flying boss battles. Loot Explosion, gain an extra card pack for each clan from flying bosses. Right, so instead of having our choices kind of spread out across the game, instead we have these very, very dense blocks of decision making, and those decisions can be from any of the cards from any clan. Also, we start with the Pyre of Dominion, so we're even going to be starting with 4 packs and doubling each card picked. 2 Luna Covenant, Luna Covenant Awoken, our start. Let's go. This is going to be wild. This is so variable how this could end up. We got a Wickless Baron. What the heck? Really? I thought it would have only been affecting the cards in drafts, but Wickless Baron, you are a Melting Remnant card, but you are nonetheless my starting card. 2 Proliferates from Underlegion, and then we do have from the Luna Coven 2 Moon Pixies. Chosen Entropy, as well as Flesh Weaver. Stuck Up Whelp. 1 Ember 1 size, ability expensive taste. If I get to start a run and just put like expensive tastes on a floor consistently, and then if that floor can win, oh boy, that could be pretty interesting. It also gives Avarice, and then Avarice can even be propagated by Proliferate. Usually I look at the Stuck Up Whelp and I'm like, that's not enough money for me to actually care about. But if I have 2 of you, well, that kind of changes the maths, doesn't it? 2 Prism Retrievals as well. Draw a unit and apply +5 to its damage and -X to its cost. And Invigorating Solution. Invigorating Solution's like, it's nothing to look down upon, but let's take the Stuck Up Whelp and see if I can do something stupid. Lunacy, phase X times, apply a 1x conduit. There's also resin removal, remove all debuff effects from friendlies, or buff effects from enemies. I mean, I don't know. This only really works especially well with other Luna Coven cards, and I'm not reliably going to be able to get those. This only works especially well if I have weapons. Who knows if I'm going to have access to enough weapons to really be able to use Weaponized Prosthetic. I mean, you want assistance reliably to those. And resin removal I don't really want 2 copies of, so it's a bit of a weird one. It would give me the ability to remove corruption from my own units, which I suppose has value. Alright, resin removal. I mean, 2 of them. I hold up 4 fingers. 1 Ember 2 size Nameless Siren Incant to gain Rage 3. I want it, but I don't think it would be a good choice. I don't really have that many spells in deck, you see. Also Selene Acolyte. Full Moon. I mean, it's a good target for the Stuck Up Whelps, I guess. Mention of Steel Awoken Banner. Alright. I can't take a Crucible Collector in a world where I'm unlikely to get morsels. Hothead, ability, fire breathing. Alright. Starting artifacts. Fae gain Conduit 1 and 5 damage on Moon Cycle. I do have 2 Fae. I think I can actually use that. I just did a Slay permanently gain Conduit run. I don't really want to do another one if I can avoid it. Shadowcast unfortunately faces us 2 New Moon, and I do not want to be in New Moon because of the Selene Acolyte, see. Which suggests that I should use Battleborn as a way to gain additional Mage Blade damage for the Selene Acolyte, I guess. Yeah. You do what you gotta do. I think bottom line should probably be something like Hothead, Wickless Baron, Forsaken Few. I don't even know if Arjun would have the ability to slay units before then. Yeah, because of the Fallen Champion in the front line. I kind of want to play the Stuck-Up Whelp, use its ability, and then proliferate. I also want to put it in the very front line. Score all of that money out of the Hothead. Yeah, Moon Pixie on this floor. Also, sacrifice the unit there so that the Harvest would go off on Wickless Baron, but it also gave me the ability to have another Stuck-Up Whelp played, and then immediately use its ability. And then I will also play a Hothead on this floor. Oh, that works excellently. Leaving exactly 2 units to the next floor, so Arjun gets another Slay. Let's put Moon Pixie front line, then proliferate the bottom line. Perfect. Was it a truly ridiculous amount of money? Yes, actually. That's a really ridiculous amount of money to be leaving the first area with. Merchant of Steel. Dualism on expense on the Stuck-Up Whelp would actually do something here. Also, Hothead would like to have some additional stats. Well, I mean, that's exactly the 2 things I found. Nightingale and Morsel Master. Certainly not Morsel Master. I mean, I want it to be Nightingale. Possibly figure out how to use that. Do I do dualism on Stuck-Up Whelp? That feels like a bit much, right? What's it? Yeah, I want to. The answer is I want to, so I'm going to do it. Plus 14 to give that to a Selene Acolyte by default. Plus 10 health and Spike 3 would not be bad on Wickless Tycoon. Just gives us the ability to have a frontline unit that isn't Hothead. Start of battle. Enemy units appear on each floor. That's completely fine for the Wickless Baron. Knights of Entropy. So I want to get Hothead on the bottom line. Ideally, I want to be able to hit it with the Stuck-Up Whelp a couple of times. And then this second line, I guess, has Arjun Nightingale. Just chump block defense. That's not going to work long term. I'm going to want something like Nightingale top floor. I want to throw Ardun in bottom line just for the permanent slays, but honestly, I don't feel like that permanent slay is going to be super relevant. Ugh. I still have to plan around it. I want to get the Avarice on the bottom line. I just don't think I can really justify that right now. But I want to. Can get like 3 conduit out of this. No, I'm gonna set up Ardun on the second floor. Bloodhead blocks for us, getting a slay, then stuck up Whelp on the bottom line. You actually arrived early enough that I will use your ability and then just let it roll. So you got a slay on turn 1. Oh, stuck up Whelp back there. Moon Pixie allows us to finish off the second floor as well. Bit more Avarice, please. Oh, one more turn of combat. What I wouldn't give for one more turn of combat. Actually, for that second line, Moon Pixie behind Hothead. Oh, we still lose just enough conduit for Ardun not to be able to get the slay. Rude. I don't want to proliferate on that floor. I want to proliferate on the bottom floor. For all the additional Avarice. Let's resin removal, no spikes for you. Proliferate for myself. Hothead, and we should score like a lot of money from that bottom line there. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's roughly one lot of money. I would, yeah, I'd call that a lot of money. We even get the slay on the right target. Oh, it's so weird to immediately leave that without making any choices. Merchant of Steel. Yeah, there's a lot of things that still matter a lot in the Merchant of Steel. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly those two. Quick on the Selene Acolyte. And I'll mini-stone the big Hothead. Okay, so now what are our floors? It's Hothead, Ardun. Maybe it's just Hothead, Ardun on one line. And then another line is Selene Acolyte ready to clear up. Because Selene Acolyte is... Selene Acolyte is a better target for carrying half of the time when she's sweeping. The other half of the time, she's not as good. Conduit 5. That's... I mean, stuck up well. I could also give you Endless. Play you in the front line, explode you. Play you in the front line, explode you, right? Like, that could be a way to get a ridiculous amount of money out of you. But also, I don't even think I need that. But also, I also don't think I need the plus 5 conduit on you, so let's give it to a Moon Pixie instead. Plus 20 health. Feels like Wickless Baron, but I could also see Titanite in that same position. There's Titanite. Dualism for the Moon Pixie that I just gave the increased conduit to. Makes it a much better bunking partner with the Selene Acolyte. Drop a Titanite on that Wickless Baron. And plus 14 damage on a Nightingale, thank you. Oh, right. Awoken unit hit. Actually, I'm actually completely fine taking neither of these, thank you. Burnout support and Gorge support. Oh, fragile. Unit becomes fragile, but permanently gains 10 damage after every fight it succeeds, or Ascetic Penance, Ember Drain 2 on summon gains 3 Ember. That's pretty fun if I did get Endless on a stuck-up Whelp. Just play it, pop it. I do like the summon gain 3 just giving me the ability to summon more units in deployment phase, which currently I can't do. Yeah. I have to take it for that. I'm gonna give the Wickless Tycoon summon gain 3, literally just so I can play more units. Deck's pretty thin, so like I really should consider anything that needs to be removed, because it has a huge impact on the deck when I remove anything. It's not that costly to do right now. Okay. Wickless top floor, then bottom is going to be Hothead Celine, and then we're just going to drop additional stuck-up Whelps on that bottom line. And then top, you can take our Dun. Midline can have Nightingale. It's got 2 turns of stealth, so it doesn't have to worry about when the boss comes down to it here. Yeah, missing out on 2 energy on the first turn and then an energy each turn thereafter. It kind of hurts. Throw Suck Up Whelp in the front line and then use your ability. And I'm not going to let anyone leave from that floor as well. Perfect. Now this Stuck Up Whelp goes in the back line. Moon Pixie will help keep additional damage on the top line for us. We're carving off some mass. It's always nice to see. Oh, that just gave Celine Acolyte like 70 more damage by just playing the Dualism Moon Pixie on the floor. Yep. Proliferate. I have 6 cards in my deck. I draw 5 of them next turn. 1 of them has to be resin removal. In fact, 2 of them are resin removal. I'll use Hothead next turn. That one I'll use this turn. Oh, the money. The money of it all. I've been too stuck up about this Whelp. It's actually really good. Oh, Molten Encasement, Overworked Assist, and Mind Collapse. Mind Collapse does give us some directed damage against the target. That's really good. Molten Encasement is probably the easiest to break wide open, though. Especially with Proliferates already in the base deck. Blood-soaked arena. Oh. Friendly units gain Valor 6 on Slay. Why is this important? Well, Hothead scales its damage with damage. It scales its ability damage with its actual damage, and its actual damage will scale with Valor. Also, it's a frontline unit. Also, it gets a lot of slays attributed to it. Oh, this is a pretty early Subsuming Blade. Although I have so much money, I can't justify not going to the Merchant Trinkets immediately. I'm probably going to go both Merchant Trinkets, which really decreases the value of any of our spells. Trample's pretty good for additional slays. Oh. Well, I mean, Sweep is also really good. Consistent Sweep is nice, but I already have Quick on another Sweeper. But Test Subject Alpha is just... It's one more cost than Selene Acolyte at the moment, but it has way better statistics. And with Blood-Soaked Arena, it'll even get really good statistics. Yeah, right. I kind of want to take Energy just so I have the ability to play more of these units in the opening. But I could probably... Capacity I also want. I'll take Capacity first, because I can kind of... I don't need Energy as much, given the 3 additional Ember we got from Wickless. Especially if I can get an Artificial Firestone or something like that. Start a turn, add a Sting spell to your hand. Yes? With the amount of Conduit we have, those Sting spells will do something. But also, they just give us an additional card the turn after. Exos cards and cards that have 3 or more costs have Permafrost. We don't really have any 3 or more costs. I guess Test Subject Alpha. On deployment phase, discard any number of cards and then draw that many. That's actually really good here, because we have so many cards we don't play in the deployment phase. Let's get a Sting spell. Units get an extra upgrade slot's pretty big. Hothead would love that. Wickless Baron already overrides that. Selene, I guess, could care about it, theoretically. Start a turn, add a Vine-Grass spell with Ephemeral to your hand. That one doesn't matter too much. I mean, yeah, the Conduit still turns it into a reasonable spell, I guess. When it becomes New Moon, apply Armor 10 to friendly silent units. That happens every 2 turns, and I have 1 silent unit that doesn't really care too much. Oh, but I have so much money that it's probably better not better to have it than not. Oh! Oh, we're just erasing all the card text from someone. Interesting. Erase context and upgrade slots from unit. Apply Purified Essence. Without card text, it's really difficult for a card to be super valuable. I'll take Beacon's Light. Yeah, let me daze everyone. I'm not going to get to upgrade it for a while, but when I do, maybe it'll be worthwhile. Hierophant. Incant to play Armor 2 to friendly units, silent units gain +1 damage. I'll take it because I'm clearly not using the other line. I had big plans, and those big plans immediately fell apart. Not going to be playing that Acolyte. Not going to be playing that Hothead. So with 3 Ember, I played this. I now have 5 Ember. I play this. I now have 2 Ember. I play Hothead Ardoon. So I'm not playing the Selena. I'm not playing Nightingale. So Hothead, Wickless, Ardun. I do really want to put Ardun on the bottom line, but it should just be a test subject alpha. But Ardun's giving the armor, but it's giving barely any armor. Maybe it's no Ardun. Because I do need to have space for the rest down there. Ooh, one shot on energy this turn, unfortunately, prevents us from playing Blood-Soaked Arena, which would be really useful. It's a new moon, just playing Nightingale on that floor, maybe. I'll probably play it on the next floor, to be honest. Even if it won't be new moon by the time they get there, it'll still at least be... stealthed. Okay. Stuck at Whelp, stuck at Whelp. Avarice for everyone. Hothead does AoE damage, and that target's now down. Sting on the top line, just short of being able to take the Scarred Sentinel down. I'm gonna have to cop 6 damage to that, unfortunately. Alright, we got the next line, though. Happily chomp with a Twisted Assistant there. Proliferate the bottom line for... additional Avarice. Oh my god. Oh, that's annoying. I resin removed the enemies. It removes all of our corruption, but then it gave me corruption back after it. So rude. Thankfully. It still removed enough that we are now okay. And happily, that Relentless Phase gave us like another couple. Oh, we're up to 1,000 gold by the end of it. Love it. Merchant of Steel again. Yes, Test Subject Alpha really cares about that right now. I guess I also care about duping some stuff. I care about Endless as well. Maybe it is Merchant of Arms, actually. I got a lot of cards that are dead in this deck as well. Getting Hothead the ability to use its ability every turn would be huge. Oh no, but I don't have Pyre as Pyreborn as one of my 2 clans, so I can't get it. Dusk Mantle? Awakening Thicket. Thicket's definitely wrong. Dusk Mantle. Maybe useful. I kind of want to like take Dusk Mantle and merge it with a Meat Shield and then just put that on our frontliner. Actually, before I do that, reroll just in case I see something way better. Moonlit Glaive. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think Stasis Crystal's appropriate for anyone. Maybe Moon Pixie, but even then, best case scenario, it's mediocre. Take a Moonlit Glaive. And I will merge the 2 defensive ones. As for making something deployable, let's go with the Blood-Soaked Arena. If I have the ability to justify playing that immediately, it would probably be the right idea. We're definitely at the point where, like, the second Selene Acolyte's never gonna get played, the second Moon Pixie's never gonna get played, the second Hothead's never gonna get played. A rare... Fireball, maybe? I was really hoping to see Tome of Contracts. Smelted Treasure, though. Spend 50 gold. Apply 50 armor to a friendly unit. I think we're in a pretty comfortable position to just take that. I got enough money. I'll be fine. Trust me. Non-boss enemies also have multi-strike. That's fine. Not many of the non-boss enemies really get to strike us. Don't drop Nightingale. I drop the other Hothead. Do I drop Nightingale? 6 Ember, 3, 2, 1. I drop the other Selene and Nightingale. Oh, the stuck-up Whelp's there. Oh, I wish I could play it. Wickless. Test subject Alpha. Hothead. I mean, I should play the Blood-Soaked Arena. I desperately want to just play stuck-up Whelp, though. Yeah, screw it, I'll draw it. I'll draw it. I'll draw the card. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just draw the card. See how we drew it? Perfect. Another stuck up well. Hit that. Then Twisted back. So we've got Trample and Sweep both. But also on strike gain rage. And there are a lot of targets for that. I don't want them sapping the floor that much, so I will invert the order just to make it a bit more manageable. Blood-Soak the Arena, Nightingale, and then just a simple Wall Encasement handles the rest of that. Get him, Hothead. Moonlit Glaive's not going to do too much on the bottom line. Let's go for the additional health on the Wickless. I'm happy to let the zero cost, or rather zero damage units head to the top line. It's the turn worth of Avarice generation there. Oops. Oh, that 50 gold actually might have made the difference. I gotta double proliferate. Yeah, and if everyone survives, that's the best. Because it means that I get as many units hitting for as long as possible with their Avarice numbers. I mean, part of this as well is because we're playing Pyre of Dominion, we have a relatively thin deck to start the fight with, which means that I'm capable of getting these Whelps out really early. If you summon them for the first time right before the boss phase, it's going to be much less... It's going to be much more underwhelming. Much less overwhelming. There we go. Correctly got that there in the end. Merchant trinkets with the amount of money I have, please. Clan cards only offer rares. Is that... I kind of just want to take that. On deployment phase, draw a non-damage spell from your deck. Sure, cost -1, whatever. Selene units get +20 in full moon. Silence get it in new moon. I'm just going to take all of the relics there. Hey, on deployment phase. Oh no, draw a room card from your deck. I've already made it deployable. No! End of battle, purge an entire card from your deck. I do have hotheads to purge still. I've got a resin removal that can easily be cut. I've got a second stuck-up whelp. And the further we get towards the end of the game, the easier it is to cut the other stuck-up whelp as well. Equipped units, sure, why not? Dominating authority, you say? +10 and on strike apply corruption 20 to enemy. Dominating authority though, summon a random unit from your deck. That would give Wickless Baron the ability to oversummon flaws. Oh no, only if it was summoned at the right time. Alright, I'll take the dominating power and just give it to the test subject alpha. I mean, just some scaling corruption damage on the enemy. Yeah, I'm never gonna be sad to have that. I should probably take it. There you go, Hardun. 50 gold's worth of armor for you. The finest armor money can buy. Just gonna try and keep that floor comfy. Good gosh, I can't get the whelps in the right order at all. Unfortunately, with the stealth on the second floor, not just able to drop the Moon Pixie there. There we are, 10 Aberrus. Now I can throw the hothead for a bunch of damage. May as well cast excess spells on this floor for the sake of the incant. Yeah, Moonlit Clave doesn't even have that much damage there, whereas, good lord, it adds a lot of damage to Nightingale's floor just courtesy of the Moon Pixie. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning additional energy. Transcendent repeat summon effects. So I do have a summon effect of gain energy, which is nice. That's the only summon effect I have. Frost Piercer, strike applies frostbite equal to half the damage dealt. I don't get many rejuvenate triggers, so it's Frost Piercer or nothing, basically. Which probably ends up going on like Ardun. I just don't see it being important. Yeah, no. Skip. Trigger a unit's extinguishability without killing it. I mean, obviously, we've got the Molten Casement, but it dies pretty quickly. Add consume a -1 cost to all the spells in your deck. Yeah, I'm happy to skip that one as well. Oh, Wildwood Tome, just apply it quick to a unit that didn't have it. Ooh. Well, actually, I'm feeling like I might be a lot better off with the double-edged bearer. Maybe even Heavenfall, to be honest. Take an energy after this, aren't I? I'm gonna take the double-edged bearer. Energy. Energy. Let's get rid of the Hothead first. Has no look into being played. Motion of Steel. I can upgrade that Hothead still. I mean, oh, there's okay. There's some heat still left to upgrade. Endless. Oh, I only have one more fight. No, I already have the money. I'm done. I completed it. I don't need any more money in this run. It's it's time to say goodbye to the whelps. Let's get Endless on the Molten Encasement for survival's sake. I've already got Titanite on the only units that really care about it. Plus 14. I mean, like, I can just throw this on the test subject alpha. Roll, looking for multi-strike, and I find it. And also another large stone for the same Hothead. Yeah. Plus 10 health and spikes, sure. Yeah, I want to go to the Merchant of Magic in the next area. Plus 10 health and spikes on the Slean Acolyte, doesn't need it. And then plus 5 Conduit on the Moon Pixie that doesn't need it. I really want to dupe the Wickless Baron, because then I can put that on a second floor, and then I have even more deployable energy. Yeah. Go, spawn one on each floor, see if I can. I plan to play all of these. Wickless Baron. Wickless Baron. Then Ardun, Blood-Soaked, Hothead behind, Test Subject Alpha at the very back. Molten Encasement and Moon Pixie. Moon Pixie should probably be top line. Molten Encasement should definitely be bottom. Oh, and I guess I do still technically have the stock of whelps in the deck. Oh yeah, I should probably do something to those. Present removal! Yay! I don't have to worry about the spikes killing my test subject alpha because of its multi-strike that I forgot it had. Let's see if this would do it. Moon Pixie and then Moonlit Glaive for the front line? No, that's not enough. Moonlit Glaive on Nightingale. I can get there. I can get there, and I don't even have to use the Smelted Treasure. Unfortunately, I can't use Resin Removal if I do that, but I can smelt the Test Subject Alpha, and that'll kind of do the same thing. Kind of. Beautiful. I've got my multi-strike available now, and that's going to go on big old Arjun on the top floor. I'm going to bring the Deafening Herald to the front line and then hit it with Sting. Yeah, the second stuck-up Whelp's unnecessary entirely. Oh, right, I've got too much conduit on that top floor to be willy-nilly casting spells up there. Did forget about that. What do you got for me, Rax? Oh, just a bunch of meat shields. Good to see it. Way too much money. Yeah, start getting rid of these whelps. Merchant of Magic. First off, in terms of trinkets, Trained Stewards gain the boom ability. Sure, I have no Trained Stewards, but sure. First time each turn, friendly units heal. Do I heal any friendly units for any reason ever? The answer is not going to surprise you. No. Anyway, I'll buy that. When any card with Consumers Blade deal 30 damage to the front of the unit, sure, why not? Non-banner units have deployable. Ridiculous. Mage Blade adds an additional damage per stack, and the Ancient Fire Blade as well. Wow. Merchant. Oh, double stack the Beacon's Light. Absolutely. Spell Chain. The Smelted Treasure, and I'll reduce its cost. Oh, no, I'll reduce Beacon's Light cost by 1 in Permafrost, and then reduce Smelted Treasure's cost by 1. As for the final two cards that we want to remove from this deck, I do feel like one of them is going to be a resin removal. Oh, it's tough. I almost don't even want to remove another card. But more than that, I do. I don't need the resin removal at all in this final fight. It's we're up against Entropy. It's not Dominion. Nice. And yeah, literally can't even put that on anything. Way too much money. And that wasn't even part of the whole thing. It was literally just Pyre of Dominion gave me 2 stuck-up whelps early, and then we used it to buy out all the relics. That wasn't even the point of the run. I don't need to discard any of these. We'll be okay. Wickless. Wickless. Not done. And Nightingale on one of these floors. Hothead test subject alpha on another. Stuck up Whelp, ready to... can't proliferate yet. I guess I can proliferate if I only care about proliferating spikes. Get him stuck up. $100 armor for the Wickless Baron from this turn. Oh, I did forget. Yeah, I can just totally play the double-edged. Yes, right, I do get to do that. Spine Grasp you to the front and then sting you so that I have the ability to trigger all of the stuff I want to, like the Bloodthirst Arena. I mean, to save us the draw, I could play the Bro Plate, but I don't need to. We all multi-strike for the second field, and then just drop the Moon Pixie, and then they are ready to go to war with the amount of conduit they have. Actually, maybe I should even proliferate them for more conduit. Adds a lot more damage to that floor than it adds anything to this one. Driving 100 down the boss's pocket basically every turn is pretty nice. Oh, Test Subject Alpha is already up to almost 500 damage to all enemies each turn. That'll do pretty well, actually. Oh no, Hothead has no damage from the sap. So that's the one thing that we could theoretically care about the resin removal for in this fight, but sure, the Hothead doesn't have damage. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll keep you alive on the top line as well because it can. Hits everyone for 0 twice. Oh, that was just one of the cleanest runs. The downside is none of your things synergize with one another when you draft them from card packs. So instead, get a ridiculous amount of money and then buy all of the relics, because the relics aren't clan agnostic, right? You get the basic relics and you still get the clan-specific relics for Lunar Covenant Awoken. Then you just buy out all the relics and let them synergize with one another. I didn't even get all 3 of the Thornheart Spikes relics. They're called thorns, right? Sting. Thorn fruit gives you sting. Got it. I went thorn and spike. So close to sting. Spikes is a different mechanic in there. Yeah, bonus 770 points from the remaining coins. Yeah, that'll happen when you got that much greed. It's wild to have a run where I'm using a Pyreborn card in order to gain that much of our power for the run, and it's not through Dragon Horde, it's just straight up through Avarice. Let's jump back to the outpost, and I'm gonna tell you, ooh, hold up, before I tell you anything, let me tell you something else. One shot has been unlocked. Pin all your hopes and dreams on the crack squad at Train Zenith. We've got Underlegion, Umbra, early boarding. On the turn after deployment phase, the first enemy wave ascends, and the second wave enters. I see. Point of entry. During deployment, friendly units can only be summoned on the top floor. Top heavy. +10 capacity on the top floor. -5 on the other 2. Oh no! How are you going to deal with curses? I guess that's a question for the future, but until then, and this until then is the until then. My name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. Down below is YouTube's recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next, and streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays out above the thank tier. And a special thanks this episode to Dialar. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.